granted satanic assistance. Alex Houdini, both of whom can't go into churches without vomiting.
Hey, how you doing, man? How's it going?
Not too bad. I don't know about you, but I just vomited. I must have stepped into a church unbeknownst to myself.
Oh, poor church, man. Messy.
I did like the Exorcist thing, and sort of my head spun around and spewed everywhere.
Sure, it wasn't just a bad bout of vertigo or some shit like that.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. The jury's still out on that one.
So, what's new and exciting?
Nothing. There's another one for the books for you.
Another one for the books.
Yep.
And we definitely have to get that new installment
Yes.
ready to go. Wow, we lost our Facebook connection. Oh well, we're back. I'm not liking Facebook anyway, so I don't care, to be honest. I don't like broadcasting the show on there. I'll be honest.
On the book,
It's
well, it doesn't seem to be getting any traction anyway.
well, so we've got a few viewers from Facebook. Probably a little bit more than Twitter. I mean Twitch.
You mean the Elon Musk show?
Yeah. Twitch. Yeah, so hey Safari, hey Adrian, how are you? Tim and Sab, thanks for joining us. Last week was interesting.
It was.
It was supposed to be episode 7, but
yeah. Hey Marcy.
Hey Mars, how are you? So but
that show derailed quickly.
Yeah. Interesting show, but
yeah,
all in good fun. We had fun.
I mean, if it was a bonus show, who cares, right? But we had to kind of kibosh the New Visions version just because it got really rowdy.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, we are, for the most part, I mean, they're pretty good with it, but I don't know about the content, though.
Yeah.
The content was pretty far out, for a little bit anyways. But anyways, I guess this is our official episode 7. We're lagging, but this is officially episode 7 of season 15. And you know what? As of January, it'll be our 15th anniversary.
Yeah.
Which is weird. How the fuck are we already in season 15?
I don't know, man. All I know is that you and I have been doing this longer than I've been married.
Yeah, I know. It's scary.
That's scary.
It's scary. 15 seasons or 15 years. And I guess we'll start off with a little bit of we got a few now. We got a couple announcements, but the first one is we are officially going. We've officially picked a date to have a nocturnal frequency meetup gathering, if you will, in person.
To call the herd. I mean, to get together.
Yeah, to get together, to call the herd.
Call the herd.
An occult meeting.
Yes.
Which is going to take place October 21st, which is Saturday, October 21st. What is the official date as it stands right now? Date. Location, all that has not been worked out yet. We will work that out. This is something that, we've kind of thought about, and really inspired by Gareth when he was doing his mindset meetups.
Yeah.
And, he said, you guys should do it. And, we should do it. And, he was he was all about coming up here to attend it. So,
You think we'll actually get Justin to come up here this time?
well, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hey, it gives him incentive.
That's right.
You know, if he doesn't have his passport, you better hurry up and get it done. I don't know what the passport situation is like down there, but here it's like, oh, the wait is horrendous.
It's ridiculous. I doubt it'll be the same down there. It's probably a lot better down there.
Probably. I think it's like it's like six months to a year before you get it. Something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's probably closer to a year. It's ridiculous. So, but yeah, we'll be pumping the hell out of that over the next year, and I'm working on. We're working on having a T-shirt, a special T-shirt.
Yep.
For the 15th anniversary, and it will only be available at the meetup. So we might give a few of them away, but we'll have some for sale too there.
Simon, hello.
Hey Simon, how are you? So that I mean, among other things, obviously.
We should do some events during the meetup.
Well, I'm sure we'll have some events. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
I'll bring my Ouija board.
Maybe we should talk to Bebo and Chris, and maybe we should do it at Third Moon.
Hey, I'm up for that.
Yeah, but I don't know if everyone's going to enjoy the beer, right? But we got to think about food too, right? So I know they do have catering, but I don't know. It's a whole entirely different ball game. So details on the location, the event sort of are going to slowly become a reality over the next few months. But the official date as it stands right now for the Nocturnal meetup is Saturday, October 21st, 2023. So guys, book your plane tickets, whatever, train tickets,
planes,
get
trains,
hotels,
and automobiles.
Yeah, we'd love to see y'all. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to see people that listen to the show and have supported the show over the years. So, yeah, and with that said, we also have. I had made contact with. I've been in contact with Gareth's good friend Percy.
Mm-hmm.
And Percy's he's gonna join us.
Yep.
On the show, probably Friday. This Friday coming up. For a resurrection, if you will, of the Friday Night Howl.
In honor of Gareth, obviously.
In honor of Gareth, yeah.
Yep.
And Percy, as it looks like right now, he will be joining us. I've asked Justin. Justin seems like he might be able to make it. We'll see. You know how Justin is. And we'll go from there.
Minute.
Yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see. Talk to a few other Friday Night Howl vets that would like to come on the show and duke it out, sort of speak, if you will. And that's next Friday night. Well, this Friday night.
This Friday night coming up.
This Friday night coming up. So that should be pretty cool. So yeah. But yeah, it's getting colder, man.
It is.
It's one day it's 20 and the next day it's -2. One day you're in shorts.
It's hovering around 0 where I am.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's supposed to go down to I don't know -3 or something tonight.
Yeah, and that's Celsius, by the way.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it would be Simon. He was very excited when he heard from me, and it was great to get in contact with him, and like a lot of people who knew Gareth, it's been hard, and especially for him being so close to Gareth. So he's kind of looking forward to it, stopping by and chatting, shooting the shit about whatever, whatever happens. Like, I mean, that's what the Friday Night Howls were about, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, looking forward to that. So, yeah, keep your. I will get it scheduled here on YouTube because it's YouTube only. Yeah, it'll only be on YouTube. It won't be on the New Visions Radio Network.
That's right.
On YouTube only, and not our Twitch or Facebook or whatever, just YouTube. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's getting colder, and like I was telling you, got a new furnace installed a few months ago, and turning it on for the first time, it the smell, man.
Oh yeah.
It's just horrendous.
Hey, we need to move where Simon is. It's getting hotter there. He's in South America, I believe, right, Simon? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so. So. Yeah, something like that. Wow.
We need to go there. Get out of the cold.
Below the equator, where it's nice and warm. Well, depending on how below you are.
Yeah.
Or how close you are to the equator.
Yeah, but even being at the equator, it's not cold like it is here.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, depending on how close you are.
And this is nothing. 0 degrees is nothing. Usually, what? Minus 10, minus 20 degrees, hovering around there in the dead of winter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
You're getting mixed review or mixed result, or not results, but they're saying that we're gonna have a really warm winter, and then there's next day they're saying we're gonna have a really cold winter. It's like
well, they're seeing both, so that one of them is bound to be right.
It's like, yeah, well, hey, weathermen are just like psychics, aren't they?
Yeah, it's the only profession that they can constantly be wrong and still hold a job.
Yeah.
Simon says, come on, I have to have a floor and a blanket. If it's getting hot, I don't think I'll need a blanket. Just the floor.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. Yeah, it's hopefully it's not too cold of a winter, but it's not necessarily the temperature that we have to worry about. It's the snow.
Yep.
And I mean, we had. I mean, did you guys had snow up there, right? A little bit. Was
today?
It flurrying a bit.
There was a bit of flurries today.
Yeah, and that's what we had here.
Yeah,
off and on. I mean, just north of us though, they got hit with about 10 centimeters or so.
10 centimeters, holy.
Yeah, I think somebody was saying they're up to 25 centimeters, but I don't know if I think that's what they were calling for. I don't know if it actually.
Well, it didn't help that we were getting the tail end of hurricane. What was it? Hurricane Nicole? I can't remember the name.
Ian?
But anyway, the reason why it was so rainy on Friday is because we were catching the tail end of the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It just they said the Eastern Front was going to be hit with they
always get fucking slammed over there.
Well, yeah, because of most of the hurricanes, right? Hurricanes end up going over, depending on which way, either up the East Coast or across.
Yeah.
From the Gulf on the west side, the Gulf side, and then crosses over and then goes up the East Coast. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's still screwed.
It's brutal. I mean, I would love to live out in the East Coast. It's very beautiful there, but the winters scare me there because they get so much snow.
You see, they got quite a bit of snow in parts of Vancouver or parts of BC.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's the reality. It's November, right?
Yep.
Hopefully we won't get a lot of snow anytime soon, but we have to prepare for it.
I haven't even changed my tires yet.
I don't even bother changing my tires.
Yeah, you drive a Jeep. Your tires are pretty good.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the best on pavement if it gets wet.
Yeah.
They're not the best on pavement because they're all terrain, but pavement, for some reason, they're not the best. You know, the traction isn't the best on pavement. So, but I mean, when it snows, great. They're awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, love it.
You got 4-wheel drive on yours too, right? Or is it all-wheel drive?
4-wheel drive, yeah.
Yeah.
4x4. Same thing, pretty much.
Well, you can select it, right?
Terminology. Huh?
Yeah, but you can switch it on and off.
I could switch it on and off. I could switch it. I could put it in. I could put it in certain modes, but
that's the difference between 4-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive, you can't. Most of the time, well, I shouldn't say that, but in a lot of cars who are all-wheel drive, usually you can't turn it off. Some you can, but not all. Like my wife's car is all-wheel drive, and it's all-time all-wheel drive.
All time?
Yeah.
All time?
Yep. All time.
All time. All time. All time. All-wheel drive. All-tire drive. Whatever. Oh, man, my ears. Yeah, so hopefully we won't get too much snow anytime soon, man. It's just, it's a bummer.
It is. Plus it's getting dark so early now. It's even worse.
Well, yeah, it gets dark. With
5 o'clock, it's dark already. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark. You know, it sucks. But yeah, hey, the winter, the long, cold, dark winter. Hopefully not, but I don't know.
Can't wait till February.
And plus, I don't want to smell this shit all the time. Hopefully, it goes away soon.
I will.
I know. It's brutal, man. The protective oils are burning off. So,
yeah, too bad it wasn't hashish oil. At least you get high off of it.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. It's fucking getting high off it all right. Just a different kind of highs that gives me a headache. So, I don't know. But yeah, it was well, I had to get it done. I mean, the old furnace was pretty fucked up. Not to mention the AC, and like, you know, we're going on close to 20 years. I mean, it's that time. You know, 20 years. You know, if your furnace lasts that long, you're lucky.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, same.
Did you buy it outright or rent it?
We're doing aggressively. We're aggressively financing it.
Aggressively financing it?
Yeah. So we're like a huge payment monthly, right?
Okay. But is that through the company you bought it from, or you just take out a loan?
No. It's through the company we bought it through. Okay.
Yeah. Who was it that you bought, if you don't mind me asking?
A1.
Okay.
And they have some of the best, man. Here we go, promo time.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Contact them and get them to sponsor us.
Yeah, their furnaces are incredible. The technology is really good, and that's why I went with them. You know, they're a little bit more pricier, but you know what? It's an investment, right?
It is an investment.
It's an investment, and you know, we said, hey, let's do it. I mean, I'm not going to pay X amount of dollars for a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, these you know, the AC unit and the furnace are Daikin, you know, top of the line, and they're very variable. So I mean, you know, economically they save you money.
Yeah. Well, you got the advantage because you're an end unit. So you can have a high efficiency furnace. I don't think I can in mine.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because of the venting. The venting has to go up to the chimney, right?
Yeah.
It's not, you don't really, you can, but it still kind of defeats the purpose because of the way it's vented. But I'll have to find out because in the next couple of years, I'll probably have to replace this one too.
Hey, Terry, how are you? Terry, mark your calendars. In case you didn't hear, we've officially marked Saturday, October 21st as our nocturnal frequency meetup. So we're going to have a pretty big event, I guess. So mark your calendars if you're interested in coming on out. We'd love to see you. We'll obviously more details as we get closer, but we got a whole year to worry about that almost.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. We've been kind of itching to do something like this for a while, but we said, okay, let's just set a date in stone and let's do it. And let the freaks come out of the woodwork.
We're all freaks. Fucking hot down here. Holy shit.
Well, what do you normally have your furnace set at? Temperature set at?
23.
Fahrenheit.
No, Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
Why Fahrenheit? That's
what's
fucking
that?
cold.
What's that in Fahrenheit?
That's fucking less than 0.
No, what's that? What's 23 degrees in Fahrenheit? What is that?
Hang on. Fahrenheit.
Fucking 23, man. You're fuck. That's hot.
It's minus 5 degrees Celsius.
What?
23 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 5 degrees Celsius.
No. 23 degrees Celsius in
Fahrenheit is 73.4.
Okay. Holy shit, that's fucking hot.
Well, the problem is that the top floor doesn't get very hot.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
and because we have a baby,
yeah,
we have to make sure the house is warm.
Yeah.
Because she can't use blankets yet, so
we
have to make sure.
True, yeah.
So we have to make sure the house is warm. Usually, what I do, before she was born, I used to have it around 21.5.
Yeah.
Right. But now I keep it at 23 for now.
23.
Yeah. Terry goes, well, duh, it's hot in hell. It is. Care to join me?
You got all that right. You gotta love it. That's hilarious. Team is like it warm.
We do. We do. See, Gord's looking at all the wrong places. I'm the demon he's looking for.
So, well, that would London is hell. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to clarify. It's in Ontario, not London, England. It's London, Ontario.
Yeah,
there's a huge difference.
The Canadian version.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that like isn't London like the what do they call it? The tree city?
The armpit of Ontario?
No, that's Hamilton.
Oh, is it?
Well, that's so I've been told.
Don't let the people from Hamilton listening tonight.
They'll be cursing me.
They'll be showing up at this gathering going, I remember what that Alex guy said. Let's take care of him.
Here's the pitchforks. Yeah, nice.
That's hilarious.
It's where they put the end of the holes when they give Ontario an enema. Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta love it. Just like us, our listeners are disgruntled as well.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, we know Terry's disgruntled. He's been a long time listener. We know.
It was really cool to be lighted. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know. Yeah, I love it. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's And getting used to this smart meter that comes with this thing. Holy shit. It's
Oh, the thermostat, you mean?
I mean the thermostat, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty high tech shit, man. You know, the last one I had was, a digital one, whatever. And you could program it, schedule it and all that. But I never bothered. I mean, it was just a pain in the ass anyways, just to do that.
Yeah.
Because half the time, you'd be sitting there, lying in bed, and it's fucking cold in here. And then you go down and the furnace isn't even going on. It's set for like minus 13. No wonder it's not fucking going on.
Well, the good thing about the one, the thermostat we have came with our alarm system, and I can log on to the app and just change it remotely, or you don't have to bother getting up.
That's what I can do with this, right? It has
Yeah.
an app.
Which comes in handy. Like if you're in
Yeah.
bed already and you don't want to get up and go downstairs to fucking change it, you just log into the app
Just
increase
log into
it.
the app and turn it up, turn it down, whatever. It's fucking hot in here. I'll say one thing though. I hate sleeping and it's just hot.
Yeah, I prefer when it's cool.
I love. It's got to be cold.
Yeah.
I have to have a fan. I have to have a fan going because I hate it when it's hot.
That's the one thing about, I don't know about where your master bedroom is. Is it on top of your garage?
No, God, no.
Ours is. So ours in the winter gets really cold.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it's a big, I don't know if you've seen our master bedroom. It's a decent size. It's a pretty big bedroom. And it's only got one tiny vent by the window.
Yeah.
Right. It's not going to heat up the fucking room. Right. So in the winter, it usually generally ends up being pretty cold in that room, which is fine because we have a nice downfill duvet that keeps us really warm, and we sleep great in the winter. In the summer, however, even with the AC on, because it's such a big room and such a small vent, it gets stifling in there.
Stifling.
So we have to have a fan.
Stifling.
Stifling.
It is just absolutely stifling. Stifling.
But
you, like Terry pointed out, must be used to that though. It's stifling in hell.
Yeah, I am used to it.
Hell is stifling.
I've seen Terry's left leg kind of treading on the border there between good and evil. I know, Terry, you want to come down to the dark side. I invite you. Join me.
You may not be inviting him. He's probably head of state.
Yeah, probably. I got to report to him.
You got to remember the devil likes to trick people.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
How do you know? Terry's a slippery guy.
Well, it's all those enemas, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, our title for this show is "The Dogs of Hell Are Gathering," and so be it, right?
Well, that's got to pretty much what the meetup is a gathering of the dogs of hell.
Yes, agreed.
We're planning to take over the world. The evil cabal. Should we call it that? Yeah,
I think we should.
The nocturnal evil cabal.
Yeah, I sure. Makes perfect sense.
The nocturnal, yeah. That's got a nice ring to it.
It does.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass that along to Jeff.
Can I pee on Alex's leg? What the hell kind of weird fetish do you have, Terry?
Woof woof. Oh God. Oh man, too much.
That's something my friend Kevin would say.
Yeah, I'm surprised Kevin hasn't shown up.
He's probably sleeping.
Give it time. He's probably sleeping.
I don't know. I'll message him maybe. I'll say, what the hell are you?
Well, we did say his name. He might pop in now.
Yeah, he's probably already lurking anyway.
He probably is. You talk about him, and if he'll show up. Dog of hell.
Dog of hell.
Dog of hell. Yeah. So tonight, there was no real script to tonight's show. We just
Not like we ever have any scripts anyway. But anyway,
well, no. I mean, guest wise or anything like that. We
yeah.
weren't thinking about having anyone on. We've got a few people in the works to come on. Let's Carolyn. Carol Monroe, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Who is a somebody who uses forensics in the paranormal. So, and uses what was it? The mind machine.
The mind machine. Yeah.
The mind machine, which I find intriguing, but I mean, the mind machine is intriguing. And the the research that they've used that for over the years. Hey, Explorer, how are you? You know, but using it to broaden your psychic ability, I don't know about that. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be pretty intriguing having her on. She's also a part of the. She was just inducted into the Paranormal Hall of Fame.
I didn't even know such a thing existed.
Neither did I. But she was just inducted earlier this year to the Paranormal Hall of Fame. And hey, it's like they
We
say.
were paranormal before paranormal was cool. Paranormal pandemic, paranormal realm, paranormal team, paranormal paralysis, yeah, paranormal investigators, paranormal unity, paranormal paranormal. Chris and I were paranormal before paranormal was cool.
And that was exactly pretty much, hey Melissa, how are you? Pretty much the amount of times they said paranormal, and that probably wasn't even from the whole show.
No, geez. You guys, okay, so our recent listeners, I don't know if Terry was listening to the show when we had them on. He may have been. What was that? I missed that one. What was it? I used my shop vac to yeah. But you guys dodged the bullet on that one, man. Those two were something else, let me tell you.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you their names anymore. I mean, it's been so long. I mean, that show was probably 2000.
How come Terry's comment isn't showing up on YouTube?
Hold on a sec. Where? Which one?
The one you just showed on the screen. It's not actually showing up on YouTube.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one about the shop vac?
Yeah.
It's not showing up on YouTube for some stupid reason. What did you do, Terry?
Terry, what did you do?
Anyway, Melissa, you joined late, so we were at the beginning. We were discussing how next year on October 21st, we're thinking of having a Nocturnal Frequency meetup for the Evil Cabal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mark your calendar if you can make it out to Canada. Love to have you.
Hey, welcome to hell.
Yes.
You know what? Is that showing up?
That's showing up. Yes, that's showing up. The other one isn't for some stupid reason.
It's not like it breaks any protocols. I use my shop vac to yeah.
Oh, there it is. If you switch it to live chat at the top, it does show up.
Oh, there you go.
Stupid. System is so stupid.
Uh,
I think I need a refill.
yeah, grab a refill. Go for it.
No, it's okay. I'll wait until a halfway mark.
Halfway mark, yeah, the station identification. I mean, I don't know. Do we want to open it up?
I don't know, man. We're gonna get banned.
We're gonna get banned.
We're gonna get banned from New Visions.
No, we won't get banned from New Visions. What are you talking about? It's Comedy Central.
It is Comedy Central.
I mean, we
yes.
are Comedy Central, right? Oh man, but it's funny that Terry says that he uses his shop vac to trap spirits and demons. That's the mentality, though, of a lot of fucking people when it comes to the paranormal. Yep. That's
Yep.
it. Yep.
What else is there to say? See, even Terry said the same thing. Yep. See, it's one of those things. It's a head scratcher, really, because so many tools are being used today for the paranormal that it makes you wonder. Like, okay, how about if I use this to detect spirits?
Well, no. Here, I'll give you. Hold on. Let me just.
Oh, Steve's busting out the equipment.
Hold on.
I'm holding. At least your headphone cord seems to be long enough. Mine's short. I can't even go anywhere with it.
I don't have anything here. It's all packed away. But just here you go. This is a Zoom recorder, right? Just a digital recorder, records audio.
Where the hell is Frankie?
And you got people who go, look at it. It's an EVP recorder.
Yeah.
This is what it is. It's not an EVP recorder.
Just a digital recorder.
It's a fucking digital recorder. It's I don't have any. All my equipment is packed away. I thought I had some.
Terry, you asked for it. It's a passive ghost box receiver. That's what it is.
Yeah, passive ghost box receiver. Ghost box. Damn, you had to mention that word, Terry. Ghost box. Yes, Melissa.
Okay, so that, hang on. I've heard that name multiple times, and I believe that's when someone just sort of wears. Correct me if I'm wrong, Melissa and Steve. I mean, you guys might know more about this than I do. But where someone wears sort of noise canceling headphones, so he or she can't hear the questions being asked, and they're scanning through sort of the ghost box, and whatever comes to mind or whatever they hear is relevant, they'll just spill it out. Is that right?
Sure.
Bueller.
Oh, not necessarily spell it out, but they'll
whatever they think is relevant, they'll say.
They'll say, for instance, you ask a blank question like, "What? Can you tell us your name?"
No, but I think there's one person that needs to be sort of blindfolded is not necessary, but for lack of a better term, blindfolded and also can't hear who's asking the question.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say, for example, you and I were doing this method. Mm-hmm. I can be wearing ear noise canceling headphones, so I can't hear you and even see you talking because I may be able to read lips. But anyway, you ask a question, and then I'm listening to the ghost box that scans through the FM frequencies, and whatever I hear that I think is relevant to say out, I'll say it out, and that may or may not correlate with whatever you're asking.
Yeah, that's like going to see a psychic and get them to read your future.
Right, Jamie. I think that's what Melissa mentioned.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so that's interesting. It's almost like the time I played your favorite there, Steve, the Ouija board with my friend.
Violin?
Yeah, that too. And I played it with Frank, and we were at my buddy's office, and Frank and I were playing it, and John, the guy who was the owner of the business we were at, he was asking the questions, and at one point, I after we got it going and we were answering some questions, at one point I suggested to make it more interesting and just sort of told Frank, close your eyes, avert your head, so you're not looking at the board at all, and have John ask the question and see if it would answer correctly. And this is according to John, who was admittedly skeptical, according to him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He told us after the fact that it was answering correctly. We weren't even looking at the board, so we don't know what the hell it was saying. So even if it was us subconsciously moving the planchette around, we are apparently getting it right. So we must be psychic, I guess.
You know, one device that we used in an investigation that I found quite intriguing was a germanium crystal player.
Okay.
And because you can't physically listen to the frequency that the germanium crystals generate real time, because they'll literally drive you insane. You'll get sick. But devices have been created to sort of translate those frequencies into a manageable frequency that we can listen to. So, and basically a player.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, somebody that we both know, Gary Holgate.
Oh,
Gary
yes.
Gary Holgate actually created one, built one, and used it when we were investigating the old Lincoln Judge years ago, and found it quite intriguing. Result-wise, can't really say it was successful, but just the methodology is just it's intriguing. Because I mean, when we look at all this, frequency is a huge thing, and the different frequencies that we are exposed to are vital in understanding, because once we understand those frequencies, we start to understand what we're dealing with. And a lot of it goes down to like EVP work, audio work. But not only that, people who have experiences, even visual, can be caused by frequencies that we're exposed to. EMF frequencies can cause hallucinations, have been known to.
Sorry, I'm just reading Terry's.
I'm
comment.
just reading that too. Yeah.
Wow. Terry, you should get into politics.
But
kick his ass.
It's like when I always bring this one case up, because it was telling. The case of the oh hell no. The case of the boy and the single mother, contacted us and said, look, I need your help. My son won't sleep in his room anymore because he's being visited at night, or at least he's seeing somebody. A man comes and stands at the foot of his bed. And I'm like, wow, that's okay. So, going in and upon looking at this sort of scenario and, trying to understand why the boy was, seeing this man as he pointed being a ghost of some sort. Oh God. Oh, Terry.
Terry, this is how I know you're already in hell.
Yeah.
You're right by my side, buddy.
He's far, far ahead of you, Alex.
Yep.
But it's okay. So you go down to basic knowledge. Look at the basics, and is this boy being exposed to something that might be just screwing around with him? And you go in with a detector, and the detector is reading off the charts the head of his bed. Okay, then the next step is, what is it? What is causing this huge spike? We plug the light and everything else from the receptacle, and still it was surging. Okay, it's not coming from this. It's coming from somewhere else that we can't see at this point in time. So went to the other side of the wall, which was in the kitchen, and the readings again getting close to the area off the charts. Upon inspecting more, you notice that the microwave was there and the cord was slashed, so it was exposed, emitting huge amounts of EMF. Huge amounts. And this boy was exposed to it nightly.
Yeah.
God knows for how long. So of course it was going to wreak havoc. So, simply told the, his mom that, look it, this is what you got to do. Either get a new microwave, get some electrical tape that cord up, whatever. But I would probably get a new microwave. And maybe move his bed to another position, one that doesn't have a receptacle area that's not in use, or nothing's in use that would cause interference with his sleep or whatever. And give that a try, see if it works. And 6 weeks later, a couple of weeks later, a few weeks later, I don't know what it was, 6 to 8 weeks later, get a call back, and she was saying that everything's been good since she went out and bought a new microwave, and they moved his bed, and he's apparently been sleeping in his room with no issues. Yeah. At least back then, when she got back to us about it. So, I mean, 99% of the time, a lot of the times, it's not a ghost. It's very explainable. you know, through scientific means. Easy. But there are situations that people don't understand. And that's the thing, right? I mean, that's why people, when they approach you, will go, I hope you don't think I'm crazy.
Mm. Yeah.
So I don't know. And where was that going anyways?
I don't know. I don't know, but somehow a Catholic priest got involved in the conversation with Terry.
Well, oh, good old Terry.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's mildly, yeah, Satan approves, yes. It's mildly disheartening when you think about how many reported cases of the paranormal could very well be, scenarios like what you just explained.
Yeah.
Because I do want to believe wholeheartedly that, the paranormal does exist in some facet. But
And well, technically it does. It's just it's outside our current understanding. That's all.
no, fair enough. But I'm talking about, the tradition. Maybe using the word tradition is not the correct way, but your typical understanding of the paranormal, where you're being haunted by a ghost, whether that be the spirit of a loved one or someone who's haunting, maybe someone who died at the premises and hasn't moved on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I want that to be real because I want to be able to understand it better. Right. But the more and more that you and I have been doing this, and more and more people that we've discussed or have had conversation with over the show, and even just outside the show,
Mm-hmm.
it gets disheartening, right? Because a lot of the times when we hear stories, you and I both can say, well, maybe this is what caused it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not one of those scenarios where it's that sort of, that has that wow factor where both of us are scratching our head saying, shit, I don't know what the hell this is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, well, in this day and age too, I mean, because hey, Lurka, King Lurka, how are you? Well, that's the thing. A lot of things have been explained that, say, years ago, or when we were first, probably venturing into this sort of realm, was a fad, and nobody really knew anything about it. Because I mean, excuse me. I mean, you look at things like orbs,
Mm.
And the explosion of them, during the introduction of the digital point and shoot camera. Excuse me. Orbs exploded. And people were going on, well, look at them. Oh my God, I got orbs everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Look, this one's got a face. This one's doing this. This one's, and you're like, there's got to be something to this, And the more and more you look into it, the more and more, yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. I don't know what kind of fan pages you're going on, Terry, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I love it. But I mean,
for those of us listening on New Visions, the comment is, I get orbs on the OnlyFans page I go on, or I go to.
But I mean, it's when you start to understand, about photography, and the different environments that you shoot pictures in, and the infrared settings on the digital settings in low light situations with digital cameras, point and shoot.
Yeah.
Hey Barry, how are you? You better understand that a lot of what's being said is, remnants of a dead loved one is far from the truth.
Yeah.
And you hate to say it, you hate to give people, sort of a stark reality check.
Well, yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
don't want to lead them on either. I mean, but the thing is, when you tell them, when you show them
yeah.
exactly what this orb is, or what this lens flare is, or what this light leak is, they don't want to listen to what you're saying.
No,
They
and
don't want
it's
to
like
believe that.
it's almost like a catch-22, right? I mean, a lot of instances where you have people who see an orb and in their mind they see a deceased loved one, and if it brings them comfort, there's no harm in that, really. Where I see the problem is that people who go on mediums like YouTube and other such platforms and espouse that these are in fact real, real ghost sightings or real spirits,
Mhm.
then that takes it to that level where it doesn't need to go, because these orb phenomena, I would say the vast majority of them are easily explainable.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So to go on and say something like that, you're not just doing it because it gives you comfort in believing that such and such an orb is your dead Uncle Tim, for example.
Oh man, why are you picking on Tim for?
Well, I just first name that came up to my mind. I saw his comment there. That's why. But anyway, it's like, sorry, Tim, by the way. But anyway, it's one of those things. It's almost akin to people who wholeheartedly believe in their own chosen faith.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with that, personally.
No.
What when it becomes a problem is when you try to preach it to others and try to get others to see it your way and try to convert them. Then it becomes a problem. So if you want to believe an orb is your dead uncle, by all means. But when you start going on YouTube and start telling people this is what it is, that's
Yeah.
where the problem lies.
Yeah, and Melissa, pointed out, I must admit some of the ones I saw in very strange ways. Yeah, well, I mean, this is something that you visually see. This is different. This is a totally different ballgame. When you're seeing it with your naked eye, as opposed to video or a still photo, it's a different story. But human senses aren't always reliable either. But
Yeah.
at least it sort of gives you, I think, a little bit more. What's the word I'm thinking of? A little bit more verification, maybe, to a certain point. How dare you say orbs are not real? How dare you?
No, but he actually made a good comment further up. He goes, what creeps him out? When my dog sits in one place on the floor and stares at the wall for hours.
Yeah, I saw that, and you know what? My cat, like I said, I've said this a few times on the show. Like my cat had an incident, happen. Well, I did too, but I'm like, okay, I know I'm not going crazy because my cat is flipping out. So yeah, cats. Well, animals in general definitely have a good sense.
Yeah.
Far better than we do, because we've lost our ability with a lot of things. Obviously, before we were fully domesticated, if you will, our senses were a lot better than they are now. That's for sure. And when you're a kid, I think when you're first born into this world, up to a certain age, I think your senses are heightened more so as well. And
I'm gonna
something
have
that,
some pretty interesting conversations with my daughter when she's able to speak.
yeah, well, when she starts having her
Yeah,
her
imaginary
friend there,
friends.
imaginary friend.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting conversation I'm gonna have with her.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
it's one of those things, unfortunately.
All right, we're gonna take our station identification when we come back. I don't know. We'll open it up. I mean, if somebody wants to join us, but hey, Cody, how are you? Yeah, if somebody wants to join us, by all means, we'll put the link in when we come back from our station identification on New Visions Radio Network. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio and listening to Nocturnal Frequency Radio on the New Visions Radio Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Creepy.
That was creepy. Yeah, you're watching and listening to Nocturnal Frequency Radio on the New Visions Radio Network, and of course, streaming, simulcasting, and whatever else here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Facebook sucks. I don't know why. I just had to put that in there. Alex, you're awfully quiet.
Sorry. I thought I'd leave it up to you guys to read my lips. I said we have zero watching on Facebook.
Well, now we do, yeah. Now we do. Anyways, there is the pin it. It's pinned. I mean, if somebody wants to join us, by all means, there's the link to join for the last hour or so, whatever.
Join us, Terry. You know you want to.
Yeah, Terry hasn't been on for a while. It's but anyways, in case you didn't hear in the first hour, Saturday, October 21st, 2023 will be our very first, we will be having our very first nocturnal gathering, nocturnal frequency gathering, nocturnal evil cabal night.
How can I steal your soul, Terry? Your soul is already mine.
No, you'll steal my soul. Yeah. Terry. Terry knows you so well. That's kind of creepy.
That is kind of creepy, yeah.
But I guess, after watching the show for so long, I guess you would.
Yeah.
You lay everything out.
Pretty much.
You have an open book here on the show. Oh man. But anyways, so that is October 21st, 2023. We're going to have our very first nocturnal meetup. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. And again, so over the next year, we're going to have that organized and get everything out to you guys. Whoever might want to join us for that, we'd love to see you, obviously. And hopefully, we are going to have special T-shirts made just for the event only.
And
so
for those really long-time listeners, we can have assless chaps available too.
Oh God! And you kind of wonder why we're being fucking thrown off Facebook. Oh God!
Come on, that was funny.
That was. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And again, next Friday night, this Friday night, as I mentioned too, I've been in touch with Gareth Davies, a good friend, Percy, who is going to be joining us next Friday night, or this Friday night. I keep saying next Friday night, this Friday night. And we're going to have, in tribute to the we're going to resurrect the Friday Night Howl. Percy's going to be with us, and I'm sure we're going to make contact with a few of the other guys that like doing the Friday Night Howls. We'd love to have you again. If you're listening to this and would like to join us, let us know. It's next Friday night, this Friday night. Holy crap. This Friday night starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, looking forward to that. And it'll be good to see Percy.
Yep.
He's like a lot of us have been going through a lot. Him more so than us, obviously, being so close to Gareth. And, I think it'll be good therapy to get on and chat. So that'll be cool. Yes, Barry, it is awesome. Looking forward to it. So, Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, the cool thing about the Friday Night Howls were the openness of them. And you could really just talk on a level sort of playing ground and just shoot the shit.
Yeah, it was an open forum.
It was an open forum.
Anything can be talked about.
Anything could be talked about. And it's what? You need more of that. You really do.
Yep.
Terry's gonna bring the beer.
Sure.
Terry. I don't know. Did we show Terry this? Terry, I don't know if you could see that.
Is it like a trick or a treat?
Did you bring the? Did you bring the? Did you give this to the kid that gave this to me on Halloween?
I think Terry did give it to that kid.
Both sides. I don't want to. Can't wait. The website. Who cares? But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he saw it. But the innovative ways of getting the people to come out to suck you into their cults, right?
Meeting.
Cult meetings, yeah.
I was thinking of creating my own cult.
We already have. It's called the Evil Cabal.
Yeah, but it's not formalized.
What do you mean?
You need to formalize it.
Yeah?
I think so.
You need to formalize it.
You need to formalize it.
The Evil Cabal.
Yeah. I think it's time.
Well, the first agenda is getting under the skin of the bogus bishop.
Yeah, of course. Burrito Bandit cult. Yeah.
And Burrito Bandit cult, yeah.
Yeah.
And our we worship Frankie.
He's our idol. He's the one we worship. Yeah.
I think Terry misses Frankie with his notes.
Yes.
Remember those?
Yes. Oh, yes. I remember those.
Terry, do you remember Frankie with his notes?
All hail the king, baby.
I wish I had some of the. I wish I had those the videos still, because they used to have the live stream videos of them. And
yeah, we haven't been able to get access to them, have we?
no, well, because live stream, I think went belly up, didn't it?
I don't know if they went belly up, but they got bought
Or
out
they
at
changed.
one point.
They got bought out, changed formats or whatever like that. It was a great format, but it wasn't exactly user friendly, which was the problem with it. But it was a great format, and I
got bought out by Vimeo.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I enjoyed it because Vimeo now it does live streaming, but the thing is, you got to pay bucks for it. It's stupid.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Whereas live stream, you didn't have to.
You didn't have to pay. I mean, you could pay, obviously, for better whatever. You got more perks. But I mean, you didn't have to pay. There was like a free version of it, and it was actually cool. It worked out perfectly. Back in the day. It was a great.
We had some good shows.
We did, and I wish I could get them.
I know.
Oh, those. I mean,
know.
we did one season on there, right?
At least one season, yeah.
It was at least one season on live stream.
And I wish I had my Roadcaster back then, because I could have recorded the shows as well. So at least we'd have the audio. But
yeah,
sucks.
And we've done so many shows. I can't even remember the shows that we did on there.
Well, the Paranormal Twins there was one of them that stand out immediately.
Well, we did that on Blog Talk.
No, we did it on live stream as well. We had them on live stream
Are
as
you
well.
sure?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay, maybe we did.
Because it would end up, I think it was, and then we have like a power outage during the show or something happened. Some weird shit happened.
Sort of like Columbo.
Yeah, well, that was a entirely different thing.
Yeah, it was bad media. It was because it was all compressed audio, right? They compressed the audio beyond belief. It was horrible. But we had some great shows there. I mean, we had a lot of fun.
We did
in the beginning with it, because it was all free. When it was free, it was great.
We didn't have cameras back then, so you couldn't see our ugly mugs. That's why we showed. You had a camera? That's why you had a camera Frankie the whole time, right?
Well, that's because we didn't. We essentially, the only reason why we did live stream was it was an alternative. It was free, and we could continue broadcasting the show.
Right, because Blog Talk has started charging for the 2-hour shows. Yeah.
Yeah. So we said, screw that shit. I'm not paying money for that garbage. And what sucked, what we immediately missed was the dedicated phone line.
Yeah.
I mean, we fucking loved having that.
We got some pretty interesting calls during those days.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some of the calls are great. Like, I like I said, I got to go through some of the old shows again, and I got to put more up on YouTube. There's some here on YouTube in the Nocturnal Vaults, some of the more classic ones, but some of the shows that we did, mostly the round table shows that we did, the dark discussion shows,
those are great.
They were great, and not all the calls were shit because we had some really good callers.
We did, and Justin was one of them.
Yeah.
Heck, I was one of them.
Yeah.
Before I joined as a co-host.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Exactly. And but yeah, we did have our we definitely have our crop of interesting calls.
Yeah, we did.
There's no doubt about that. So like I said, I have to go through and sort of pick them up and put them together in the best of sort of file.
That would be awesome.
I got a few in the morning. Hold on. Let's see.
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Hold on.
I know I got a bunch of shows. I downloaded a bunch of shows as well.
Yeah.
Bunch of episodes.
And
I haven't had the chance to go through them, but I have 116 episodes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. From BTR.
Okay, what's this one here? Here's one.
Coloring. Hello.
I am Joey Jackson.
Okay, hi Joey, how are you?
I took a shit.
Coloring. Hello.
I am Joey Jackson.
Yeah. See, that's the quality of calls that we had.
Yeah.
That wasn't one of the more funnier ones, but you had trolls on there. I mean, it was just at some point, there were points when it was just like unbearable because it just got so bad.
Yeah, it did. So I got a couple of dark discussion episodes.
Yeah, I've got a whole shitload of them. Let's see, what's this one here? Hold on. I don't know if this is the same one. Hopefully not.
487, you're live on Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
Hey, how you guys doing today? My name is Mike. I'm from Macon. It's a prank caller. Just saying that. It's a prank caller. I feel you. What?
Okay. Well, What did you have to say?
I just wanted to talk about apparitions I've been seeing in my house, but since you guys want to be fucking assholes about it,
Okay, see you later. 487, you're live on Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I got this. Hold on, where are we? Where is it? What's this one here?
I got the Illuminati Grand Master Leo Zagami episode.
Oh yeah, good old Leo.
650.
He's been on a couple times.
Yes, my name is Bill, and I just wanted to warn you guys about this Insights with Michael. He likes to rape children, and you guys should stay away from him, okay?
Okay.
Online.
Like, that's the type of calls, you know, like, oh, fuck.
And the mic that I had back then was so crystal clear. Oh, I got UFO abductee Ricky episode.
Oh yeah, I put that one up there. I think that's that's in
fuck.
the Nocturnal Vulture. I think. Did I put that? I think I did.
I don't know. I don't know if you did or didn't. Hang on, let me check.
And let's see. Hold on. Where's this one? Go down here. See if we can find it. No, it's the same one. I'm not going to play that one. No. No, I can't find it. I don't know. I had a couple more, but I don't know where they went to. Did I extract it already? Let's see. Hold on. No.
Actually, you don't have the Ricky one in the vault.
Oh, it's not?
No, I don't see it.
Okay. I thought I did.
That's a classic one.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought...
Play the favorite biblically guy.
Here we go. Here's Justin. One of Justin's more... it's taking forever to upload.
Hang on. Marcy wants to hear the demon purse one. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I have recordings of evil angels going in my purse, unzipping it and everything, and snorting and growling and all. And I recorded tapes when I didn't understand. Okay, when I didn't understand the strange things that were going on in my house.
You gotta
something like a talkie growled like a cartoon. It went, and then there was some chanting like a Rosemary Baby, and then something solo and like, and all of that. And so I let my good friend, I called Mom, listen to it. She said, I don't watch pictures like that. And so I've been recording down through the years, various recordings. I accidentally recorded them walking along beside me, and they was breathing like that, and walking.
That's classic.
That's
It
classic.
never gets old.
Nope, never gets old.
Never gets old.
Too funny.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. We got a request. Jamie requested this one.
Oh, here we go. What kind of fun are we gonna have here? Here, guys. Here we go. Welcome.
Oh no, could be anybody.
This is Biblical Christological Account 40 Win here with a request for Steve.
Hey, how are you?
Biblically, I'm doing good. So I would appreciate
Biblically, but no, like just how are you?
Biblically, I'm doing good.
Without saying biblically, how are you?
Biblically is perfectly valid to avoid confusion, as I'm appealing to objective veracity. So my request contra thou is to repeat the following phrase: our God of the Bible is perfect.
Is that it?
Biblically, yes.
Thank you. You can now go and fuck yourself.
Goodbye.
Jesus, Barry, my fucking hell, like.
It's classic, huh?
Yeah, some good times to be had.
Yeah, I mean, I did have another one. I don't know. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. I could be wrong. I thought I had it up here. Let's see.
I got the first anniversary show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, you played both those. Okay, I thought I had another one. I don't though. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through all the old ones and see if I can put a best of together of
You want to hear just how good the quality of our audio used to be?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Got a good show in store for you. That is for sure. My co-host this evening is Mr. Alex Rondini. How are you, Alex?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us.
See, that was when I sounded like I was talking underwater.
What show was that?
That was our first anniversary show.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was back in 2009.
2009. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Wow, 2009. Seems so long ago. Wow,
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Oh my
Some
god.
of the old ones. I got a couple of the Chris Hawley ones too.
Yeah, Chris Hall. Yeah, classic. Miss Chris. Yeah. Having her and David on the show, it just, that's what I've noticed about, because those two especially were, regulars on the show.
Yeah.
And you definitely miss having people like that on the show. And unfortunately, they're both no longer with us. But they're great. And, another person, obviously not everybody would always agree with, and that was Director Jay Burkhart.
Yeah.
Joe, man. Hey, love him or hate him, he was an interesting character.
Oh, he was.
He
Hands down.
He was an interesting character.
He had a beef with me, apparently.
Yeah, well, I think he had a beef with a lot of people, right?
Oh, he had a beef with me because I corrected him on something.
Yeah. Well, hey.
God forbid.
Well, yeah, God forbid. But you know what? It was always fun having him on, but
yeah.
He'd pick a fight with somebody.
It was so stupid.
What?
I don't know if you remember it. We had him, Della was on, and David Ferrant was on. David and Della were both on.
Mm-hmm.
And he had asked them about if David and Della both had heard anything about the Dunwich Horror.
Mm-hmm.
Dunwich Horror is a fictional story from H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And I pointed it out, and and Justin was on as well that show, and he first he thought it was Justin who did it.
Yeah.
And because he messaged me on Skype, I'm like, no, dude, that was me. I go, Dunwich Horror is not a real thing. It's a fictional story in H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
I did it not because he believed it was real, and I didn't want him to go any further and embarrass himself anymore, because any person who knows anything about Lovecraft will know that Dunwich is one of his stories. Right. But anyway.
Well, and the fact that he was, I hate to go on about it, but whatever. But, given the fact,
Terry was saying that Joe wanted to kill him.
Yeah. But, he would give you the impression that he was actively investigating the paranormal, and he wasn't. He was inactive for years, health-wise, because his health, he was in poor health. poor health. And so he wasn't. But I remember. Oh, excuse me. I remember when I first discovered Joe. He went under the name, Director Jay Burkhart. And
sorry, I was just reading Terry's comments.
Yeah. And he had a podcast. This is when, podcasts were a new thing, really. I mean, this was even before podcasts were podcasts, really. I mean, he was just uploading audio to a website. And I remember listening to it. I don't know why. Just this on the paranormal. It's a person's personal perspective, I guess. Let's give it a try. And right off the bat, he had beefs with witches in Rochester.
Yeah, beefs a lot of people.
Oh, he had beefs, and he had a huge beef with somebody who we've had on the show several times, Tim Shaw.
Yeah.
He I don't know if it was jealousy or what that Tim was
he struck me as a type of character that was very easily offended just by
correcting
him.
Absolutely, yeah.
Me correcting him on that one thing.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, after the fact, he had a beef with me for the rest of, until he passed away, obviously. But
hey, Jeremy, how are you? Good to see you, buddy.
Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, so it's one of those things where he got easily offended over silly things.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And
don't get me wrong, no one likes to be corrected. Everybody has a little bit of apprehension when they're being corrected about something, but it's better that than carrying on and looking like an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, he, like I said, he was an interesting character.
Yeah.
Just was. And I don't know why I had that started the war. I'm in the comments, Steve.
Well, see now, compare that what I said, and which one would you think someone will get offended over more? Come on.
That's almost as bad as when we had Columbo on. Come on. This isn't a radio show. What kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Steve, we got to make a concerted effort we got to reach out to Jeremy. We got to have him back on the show. It's been too long.
Well, we've already said, Jeremy, come on the show.
Yeah, he said he will. We got to solidify it.
Okay, solidify it.
Jeremy, reach out to me, buddy. Let me know some dates.
We'll send you some dates.
Yeah.
And yeah. But it just he was an interesting character, and I don't know. I guess I had a soft spot for him. I don't know why, but
it's fine. I mean, as an individual, I mean, he was, like I said, if you took out the fact that he was easily offended, he could be an okay guy.
I mean, you know what? He was a tough person to get along with.
Well, yeah, because he had a beef with everybody.
I know, and I think that's why he intrigued me. I'm like, okay, I know I can get this guy on and we can have a civil conversation. And a lot of times you could have a civil conversation with him. But yeah, it wouldn't take much to offend him and get him going. And
Now that was his biggest problem. That was his biggest problem for real.
He would blow up and just take off.
Yeah. And he held grudges for a long time.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah. Terry will vouch for that.
What? He sends you some stockings for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's too bad. I mean, and unfortunately, Joe passed away, and but the thing was, the weird thing about it was, I would normally keep in contact with him on Facebook, and I think I still have some of his messenger. I think I still, yeah, that's pretty. Hold on a second. I'm not gonna bring up. Maybe
See what you started there, Terry.
I'm looking on my phone. I think I still have them. Hold on.
But anyway, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame because
Holy shit! Yeah, I got a shitload of them.
There you go.
And look at here's one of his blurry trees. I think Terry was referring to. Is that the one you're referring to? I don't know. Can you see? It looks like Gargamel from. You see Gargamel in there?
What, from the Smurfs?
Yeah. Can you see him?
No.
Look, right there.
I just looks like a big blob.
Yeah, Gargamel. Look at it. Looks like Gargamel. Look closely. Honestly, it looks like Gargamel.
Is that what Joe told you it was?
No, it looks like it's called pareidolia. I'm seeing Gargamel.
Good.
Yeah, let's see. Holy shit. I've got a lot. Holy crap.
Well, looks like you're not the only one that sees Gargamel in the picture.
See, hold on. Joe's going, yeah, I really enjoyed the show last night, but you really need to ditch your fucking sidekick.
See? Told you.
I'm just kidding. You didn't say that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
He didn't say that. It's weird, man.
It's okay. If I leave the show, you can always get Columbo to come on and replace me.
Holy shit, man! Look at I even have from David Hess.
Yeah.
I still have my holy frig, man. Wow. No, I really miss him, man. David Hess, fuck. What a great guy, man. He was a good friend too. For those of you who don't know who David Hess was or is, well, was now, is no longer with us. He played Krug in Wes Craven's Last House on the Left.
Yeah, Melissa, we're actually going to have Percy on this Friday coming up.
Yeah. This Friday, we're resurrecting in tribute to Gareth and Mindset. We're going to be doing.
Thanks, Jamie.
What's that?
Because Alex, you're great. You better not leave.
He's not going anywhere. But we're gonna do a Friday Night Howl.
Yeah,
resurrect the Friday Night Howl. So
we are.
We'll be here Friday night instead of Sunday next week. So yeah, Percy. As of right now, Percy is looking forward to coming on. So
and hopefully the plans don't change. I mean, shit happens. Obviously, things come up.
Obviously,
but hopefully that doesn't happen, and we can have the show on Friday night.
And I mean, any of the other regulars to the Friday Night Howl are more than welcome. Frank Triggs, I know who was on there, and John, Crazy John, obviously, are more than welcome to join us. And I've talked to Justin, who was a regular on that as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. Percy's a great guy. Definitely looking forward to catching up with him. So, And of course I reached out to Justin, who was a regular on the show. He's gonna hopefully pop by. Yeah, please do spread the word. I will schedule it tomorrow. I think sometime tomorrow I'll have this, and it's going to be YouTube only, just on our YouTube channel, not on New Vision.
X-rated.
X-rated, yeah.
X-rated, yeah.
Completely open.
Yeah.
Completely open, and just like how the Friday Night Howls used to be. So
I don't know. Marcy's asking if we'll be on Sunday night as well.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, just trying to schedule the people that we have in the works right now. Is just when did I? Oh my God! When did we schedule? Hold on. Let me just see. Hold on. I gotta make sure. Because we have some guests coming up. Okay, so not until November 20. Is it November 27th? Okay, so November 27th, we are going, November 27th, which is a couple weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks, so.
Come on, Jeremy. Come on.
See? See?
It's Gargamel. Crying out loud.
See? See, I'm telling you, man. You could.
I see. You know what I saw? I saw an unkept bush.
Oh my God! You got to save that for Friday night.
What? Hey, if your dirty mind goes there, that's your problem, not mine. All I said was it's an unkempt bush.
Here we go, guys. Come on. You tell me you don't see Gargamel in there? Come on. And everybody knows Gargamel, right, from the Smurfs? You tell me you don't see that?
Jamie sees the big nose.
Yeah, look at the big nose. See? That's the start of Gargamel. And then you see his receding, like his bald head, and then, Come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks like we need to stick a weed whacker to it.
I want what Steve's using.
Yeah.
Frankie sees it. See? Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh, we've devolved to that, have we?
Oh, man. Well, there we go. Hey, well, look. Hey, Jeremy, are you free next Sunday night?
Hey, there you go.
Are you free next Sunday night? If so, then maybe we'll have a show on next Sunday night.
It's all hinging on you, Jeremy. No pressure.
No pressure. No. I mean, if you can, obviously, that's cool. We can always explore another date. That's fine. But yeah. No, this Friday, Melissa. It's this Friday. This Friday. Starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
that's for the tribute Friday Night Howl chat.
Yeah, for the Friday Night Howl.
Yeah. For Sunday, we're trying to coerce Jeremy into coming on.
Sunday, yeah, totally, yeah. So tentatively called Friday Night Howl. Friday Night Howl Resurrection. How about that? Does that sound cool? That sounds cool, eh?
Yeah, it does sound cool.
The Resurrection.
2.0. That's passe. Everybody says that.
Yeah, exactly. 2.0. 4.2. Well, I guess nobody wants to join us because nobody has.
No, nobody has.
I'm surprised. Oh, well.
Oh, God.
What? I'm watching StreamYard, so it's coming up late.
Yeah, you'll see it soon.
What am I looking at?
Terry's comment.
Well, I
Friday
don't
night
see-
erection sounds great.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Friday night hell, scream out loud.
Hey, Terry, if you see this floating around and you don't see my hand on it, that tells you.
Yeah, Alex is possessed.
Well,
it's a new method of being aroused. The paranormal arousal.
oh fuck. It's like Scary Movie 2.
Oh god.
Did you ever watch that movie?
Fuck yeah, years ago.
Part where
I have to watch again though. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can't remember a lot of it. I remember some of it.
it's a funny movie.
Yeah,
It's a funny movie.
yeah. So
The part where what is it? Tori Spelling, the daughter of Aaron Spelling.
yeah,
She's in that movie, right?
yeah.
And she has sex with the ghost.
Oh god.
And he goes down. He goes, and she has written on her underwear. It says Tuesday, but it was like Saturday.
Oh,
He's like, "What the?"
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Anyway, we deviated there thanks to Terry's comment.
Of course, leave it to Terry. I tell you, man, he is the devil.
He's the devil incarnate.
He's the devil, and he's very, very slick. Yeah. So, in case again, well, put it out there again. October 21st, 2023. We are going. Yeah, Friday night, biblically speaking. Yeah, that's a good one.
Could be the subtitle.
Subtitle, yeah. Oh no. As soon as you tell them there's subtitles, nobody's gonna watch.
But you were saying about next.
Yeah,
October?
October 21st, 2023, we are going to have our very first Nocturnal Frequency meetup.
Yes.
Yes.
We're giving everyone advance notice to start planning.
Yeah, yes, they're planning. We'd love to have you guys out, obviously.
Yeah.
If you guys can come out, make it out, by all means. We'd love to have you out. And again, we will be pumping it for the next little while, and I'm sure we'll have something live on location. You know, for those of you who aren't able to join us, I'm sure we'll have something to bring you guys in and sort of be a part of it for a little bit, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But we'd love to see you in person. So I mean, if you guys can make it out, come on out. Location, all the finer details will come as time goes by and we get closer. We'll be, we'll eat balloons and cake. We'll be there, as in their balloon and cake.
Yeah, it'll be blow up dolls and cupcakes. Oh, there you go.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, Jeremy. So yeah, we'll pencil you in for Sunday night then if you want. We'd love to have you back on. Obviously, it's always great having you on. It's been a while too. So, and talking about regular, I mean, God. I mean,
you've had Jeremy on a few times.
A few times. I mean, when was the first time? The first time Jeremy was on was what?
Oh fuck. I can't remember the first time.
2010?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
2011? No, not quite that early. I think maybe 2011, 12, somewhere around there.
My memory's not what it used to be.
All night pumping.
Yeah.
All night pumping.
But yeah, we've had him on a few times. And he actually he came on when we did one of our live on locations at the Hamilton Guest House there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were strapped for guests. I think the guest that we had on or was supposed to come on didn't show up. And you see Jeremy come through and we're like, hey, come on the show.
Yeah.
They saved our ass on that one.
But very knowledgeable, obviously. You know,
Left-hand path.
yeah. Great
guy.
Great guy all around, and very knowledgeable on a lot of subjects. So, yeah, we definitely looking forward to.
And Jeremy, you got your own channel on YouTube, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
yeah, he does. Yeah,
check him
yeah.
out, guys. Check out his channel. You won't be
Let me
disappointed.
see.
Very
Let me
smart
see.
guy.
Hold on a second. I'll put it in. I'll put it in. Let's see. Hold on. For everyone, please subscribe to his channel too, because it's a wealth of. Let me just see. I don't know. I'll put the long. I'll put the long version in there, but I don't know. There's the long version.
We're almost done, Jeremy.
We're almost done for tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, from 9 to 11.
From 9 to 11. But I mean, yeah. So I mean, there's a channel. Go subscribe to Jeremy's channel. Again, some great stuff there. Some great info. Always good to have on. So yeah, we're looking forward to having you on, Jeremy, next Sunday night if you can. Definitely.
Steve retired from what?
What?
I don't know. Terry's asking if you retired now.
Retired.
Retarded, maybe, but not retired.
Retired? No, I wish. I wish I was retired. Thank you, Miss Melissa, for subscribing to his channel. So, anyone else? Yeah, if you're not following Jeremy, go check it out. Good stuff. Left Hand Path, and so much more. You know, awesome stuff. And it'll be great to have him on the show again. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now.
11 to 2. What the hell? Are you smoking?
What's that?
Terry's like, go back to 11 to 2. First of all, it was 11 to 1. And no.
11 p.m. to 2 p.m. Man, that's a long show.
Yeah, that's a long one.
I have to say though, some of those dark discussions that we had, those round tables, did go on for quite a long time.
They did, but we were also a lot younger.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. You don't age with time, right?
Yeah, 11 to 1. It was great. I used to love doing it. I used to love doing 11 to 1. You know, again, when we were doing it on Blog Talk, that's when you got all the funny people coming out of the woodwork, calling into the show with their funny questions and comments. It was great. But you know, it wasn't always like that. I mean, you had some really intelligent people that came in and really shared some great stuff. You know,
Terry, if I didn't have to work, we'd be back to that old time slot. I don't think we would have ever changed.
No, me now. Well, I have Mondays off now, so I don't have a problem. But it's just like, oh man, now staying up late is like incredibly hard for me.
Yeah, I know.
No, having to get up so early every morning now, it's just insane. It just sucks. Yeah, come on in if you want for the last couple of minutes, if you want. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Here, hold on. Well, the link's there. Click the link at the top of the box there.
Yes, I am fully domesticated, Terry. What happens when you have kids?
Yeah. And it's Ailes, not Alex now, right? It's Ailes.
Yeah. Oh hell no, Jeremy! Are you crazy?
Alex won't be. Alex won't.
I'll fall asleep.
I can do it. But Alex is. Yeah,
I gotta wake up early in the morning.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. in the morning there in the UK.
I've noticed British people are unique people. They have a lot more stamina than us Canadians. So yeah,
Speak for yourself,
I
buddy.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I wish I could. I can't do it.
You can't do it. If you have something that is pleasing to Alex's eyes,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
pleasing,
pleasing. Oh, man. But yeah, anyways, well, if Jeremy's going to come up, but if not, we're going to end it. So. Friday night again. This Friday night, don't forget, mark it in your calendars. It's only 9 p.m. Where are you on the West Coast? You on the West Coast, Jeremy? Jamie.
That's 2 hours. So
make it orbs. You can they hurt you? Next topic. Oh.
Who do we have? Who do we have?
You're in trouble now.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, Jeremy?
Going, guys.
Hey, it's good to
much.
see you, man. So what's new and exciting?
Been getting into the Lovecraft stuff a lot more lately.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, big time.
Oh, Lovecraft's great.
Stuff, cult work.
Yeah, Lovecraft, man.
Lovecraft's great, man. Lovecraft's great.
I have to renew it. It's been a while since I've sat down with Lovecraft, but
Hang on a sec.
Uh oh. Here we go. Oh yeah, he's getting his book out. Wait, what book? Where's my book?
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I actually saw that book in the chapters today. I was in the chapters today, and I saw that book, and I almost bought it.
It's a great book. I mean, I got a bunch of his compilations here. I can't see.
I don't know where to put
them. I gotta see if I can find the other ones. Oh yeah, they're inaccessible at the moment. But anyway, there's a bunch of his. This is actually it's hardcover. It's a really great book. It's got its own little bookmark thing here. So you got a chance, pick it up. It's a great book. Yeah, right here. See?
Bookmark thingy.
Right here.
Yeah.
Lightning.
Yeah, that which one? Sure, see that one again? Yeah, I got that one as well. I got that one as well.
Nice.
And then I have the second one, which is the Eldritch Tales.
Yeah, I think I was with you when you got the Eldritch Tales one.
That's right, yeah.
Was that the BMV?
It was BMV, yeah.
Good old BMV. I love that place.
I haven't been to that place in ages, man. I gotta go back.
Yeah, it's been a while. I drove by it recently.
Yeah.
It's still there?
Still there.
Like a week and a half ago, I drove by it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, I miss going to that place.
And the Seeker is right by it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if... Actually, I haven't been in that area in such a long time. I'm not sure if Seekers is still there, but it's been there for like ages, man. It was there from when I used to still go to high school at Central Tech.
Been there a long time.
There's quite a long time ago.
It is quite a long time ago, yes.
Wait, and I did, where did I put it? Hold on a sec here. Talking about, where did I put it? Let's see if I can play it. Talking about, let's see if I can find it. I don't know. Let's see if this is the one or not.
I got a couple other.
Here you go, Alex. This is Blast from the Past in behind, actually.
Ah, fuck.
I'm Steve, and you know from Nocturnal Frequency Radio, the host.
I have that one too, Jeremy.
This is the real one.
This is kind of.
I have the exact same one.
You don't want to know where it is, but
Avon Books.
it's our secret
Yeah.
location.
I think I bought that one at the occult shop, actually.
The one you can find in like every big box bookstore.
Oh yeah.
Some more. Oh yeah, I got a couple more here. Oh yeah, this one's cool. Check this one out.
Oh yeah, that
one I don't have.
H.P. Lovecraft's favorite weird tales.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
These are all a bunch of different horror stories that H.P. Lovecraft specifically or explicitly stated that he admired in some way or was inspired by. So none of these stories are actually H.P. Lovecraft, but they're ones that H.P. Lovecraft read and enjoyed and was inspired by.
Huh.
So it's got like Arthur Machen and of course like Edgar Allan Poe.
Where's my Poe?
There's some cool ones in here.
Speaking of Poe.
Melissa, that video was very old. Steve, how long ago?
Speaking of Poe.
Yeah. There you go. I got one of Poe's book. It's actually upstairs. Steve, when was that video done?
Oh God, that. Oh well, here, listen. This is.
Yes. Yeah, we're on location. Guess what? We'd like to welcome our new co-host, Zena Haggerty, to the show.
Oh,
welcome, Zena.
that long ago.
How long ago?
Don't worry, she's here in spirit.
Okay, so we're saying probably
She said she was going to come for
7-8 years ago minimum.
Yeah, she let us down, man. But that's okay. We'll get her next time. Next time. This Sunday, October 12th, or April 12th. Yeah, April.
And Steve still has the same problem with dates, apparently.
For the very first time, we're taking the show on the road to the Hamilton Guest House, the Pring in Hamilton, Ontario. Check out our Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/Dark Discussions.
Yep, Dark Discussions, yeah.
Check it out for all the information. If you'd like to be a part of the live audience, it's very limited, so you have to let us know ASAP.
That's right. Yeah. You can contact us.
That was a fun time.
Was that the? No, that wasn't the one that Jeremy subbed.
No.
Follow us
No,
on
that was the
Twitter
first
I
one.
don't think that was the first one we did. Yeah.
The BBM channel, you can go to BBM
Yeah, I was
channel
reading-
section and
So I was able to just basically walk over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, it was cool. Like I love doing the live audience
Yeah.
gigs there. I love that place. That was a pretty good. It had a great ambience to it.
We had a guy, and we talked about this before, but we had a guy all the way from India. He didn't come there specifically for the show.
No,
He
no,
was
no.
there, but he actually listened to us while he was out in India, and he actually asked us for our autographs, which is kind of weird.
So I thought I was joking. Yeah. No, I want your autograph. Oh, really?
Hey,
Okay,
sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
So you're good for this Sunday, Jeremy?
Probably, yeah. I gotta just double check something, but probably, yeah.
Nice.
It'll be fun. What do we
It
got?
will be.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'd like to talk about too, because I found what was really interesting, that one video I was telling you about the last time, I think I was watching that you did and you were discussing the differences between Satan and Lucifer. What was it? Satan and Lucifer, right?
Yeah.
And the many misconceptions about both of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really don't know the differences and really don't know them, period.
Yeah, most people, there's no difference, right?
Yeah.
In their mind, or it's a different. A lot of people will say Lucifer was Satan's name before he fell. Some people will say that if you ask them. I've asked people what they think Lucifer is, just random people, and a lot of people say that was the angelic name of Satan before he fell, and that's kind of how they justify the fact that Lucifer means something good, right?
Yeah.
Means bringer of light.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why would the devil be called that? Well, that was what his name was before he fell, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it kind of works, in some way that reality tunnel, I guess you could call it. There's some interesting things about that version of the myth, the folkloric version of the myth that's kind of taken over the mainstream consciousness. But for a long time, Lucifer and Satan didn't mean the same thing, like even to Christians.
Yeah.
But it was used as a term for Venus, actually, in the morning when you see it as the last bright object in the night sky before the sun rises. Right? It kind of heralds the rising of the sun, like it calls it or brings it forth. It's the bringer of the light.
Yeah, that's from the Latin word lucem ferris.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you look into the symbolism of the word, light since time immemorial has meant knowledge or awareness, or both. And so bringing the light is like the force of enlightenment, or the God form of that enlightenment energy, I guess you call it, right? Or illumination, the revelation, right? Or epiphany, you could say. That eureka moment, personified into a God form. Whereas the word Satan literally means adversary, right?
Yeah.
So it's specifically in rebellion against something, it's against something, it's a very generic term that could mean a lot of different things, and a lot of people interpret it different ways. But a lot of people think of it as the ultimate adversary against God, right? But even that's not historically correct. That's something that developed later, because originally Satan worked for God, right? In the Bible, that where it comes from. The word Lucifer isn't even in the Bible, except for get a Latin translation of the Bible. That's where the first time Lucifer appears in the Bible is because they decided to translate certain words into the Latin word Lucifer, right? Like in Isaiah, for example. But you know what? That's the only place you see the word Lucifer untranslated from the Latin into the English, is in the King James version of the Bible, which they translated from the Latin, which wasn't what it was originally written. But when they decided to translate it in English, they, in that passage in Isaiah, where it talks about him falling, and it's referring to Nebuchadnezzar, right? And being egotistical and wanting to take the throne of heaven and falling, right? It was kind of an allegory for something that happens in the sky, as well as referring to Nebuchadnezzar at the time and criticizing him in a way. But in that passage, the translators of the King James Version of the Bible decided not to translate that into English and leave it from the Latin that they were using as their primary source, untranslated. But that word Lucifer occurs in the Latin version of the Bible in several places, but they translate it into something else into English in every other case. So there's one in the book of the second book of Peter where there's a word Lucifer, and if they had left it untranslated, it would have read something along the lines of before you have your own revelation. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact passage, but it's something along the lines of before you have your own revelations, you have to rely on the words of the elders and the prophets that came before you that you trust. But one day, the morning star will rise in your heart, and you'll have your own source of revelation, I guess you could say, right? Or your own direct gnosis. But that word morning star, they translated from the Latin word Lucifer. So imagine if they had left that in there, and that passage was like, You have to rely on the words of the elders and the priests and such until such time as Lucifer rises in your own heart, and then you'll know for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the meaning of the word.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have the same kind of folklore built up around the word Lucifer as you have now, I bet, if that particular passage in Second Peter wasn't translated from the Latin and left as the word Lucifer.
So what if somebody, Jeremy, well, which one is the devil?
That's a loaded question, isn't it?
Exactly.
Depends on what you mean by the word devil, I suppose.
Exactly, right? But I mean, people often refer to Satan, Lucifer, and then they lump the devil in there.
So let's talk about the biblical
The biblical
devil.
sort of. Yeah, biblically speaking.
Yes.
So Satan in Christianity, Satan would be the devil, I guess. But the thing is, the devil is really is a Christian concept. You have figures that guard the underworld or rule over the underworld, but they're not necessarily considered devils. They're dark and people are generally afraid of them, like let's say for instance Hades or Pluto or any one of these gods that ruled over the underworld, right? Ereshkigal. They were scary, they were feared, and they were considered dark, but they weren't necessarily the devil, the adversary of the creator, right? They had their function, their role. They would rule over the underworld, these various different figures and different mythologies around the world, right? But they weren't necessarily the adversary of God. That's kind of it's a Zoroastrian concept, which got later developed in Manichaeanism, Gnosticism, version of Gnosticism, where Manichaeanism was very dualist. And you have, people hear about Gnosticism. That's not one monolithic thing. There were a bunch of different versions of Gnosticism. Some of them were very dualistic and fundamentalist, you could say, where even like the Cathars, which I'm sure you've heard of, they believed in a very literal interpretation of it and very dualistic, and they felt that procreating was to cooperate with the demiurge, and in that version, in Gnosticism, sorry, I'm jumping around here, but in Gnosticism, the devil would be the creator god.
Okay.
Great. So my spawn is the devil.
My spawn.
Creator god is the devil, and the rebel or trickster character is the savior. And that would be Lucifer. So in some versions, you could say that Satan is like the adversary of humanity, right? Humanity's freedom, and that would be the demiurge or the creator god in Gnosticism. And that would be the devil. And the trickster, rebellious trickster character, like Prometheus or the serpent in Eden, would be the savior character. Not exactly a savior character, but somebody who somebody to emulate, and somebody who not only freed themselves or figured out how to free themselves, but they also shared that knowledge with the rest of us so that we could also free ourselves from the demiurge, vampiric, samsaric cycle of reincarnation, where we're trapped in this prison planet, being fed upon our energies as we generate energies from getting caught up in the storyline. And, so this is the idea that there's this creator God that is a flawed character, and he wants to keep us trapped, and he feeds off of the energies that we generate through just existing and getting caught up in the storyline of everything.
Yeah.
Reacting to it, right? Like, if we get angry, they feed off of that. The demiurge and his angels, which are called archons, and then so they're feeding off of our energies, and they're kind of provoking us into different energy states that they can feed off of, whether that be love, whether that be anger, whether that be any of these emotional states that we get triggered into generating or experiencing.
That's interesting, yeah.
I think there's a word for it. Loosh.
Loosh?
Yeah. So there's, in some circles, the jargon is that they feed off our loosh.
Our loosh.
That's a shorthand for all of the various emotional energies that we generate through.
Alex, you need to flush your loosh.
I do.
Dream, right?
Yeah.
Having a dream, and you think it's real. You don't realize it's a dream. It's a non-lucid dream. You're caught up in the storyline, the narrative of it, and you're reacting to all the various different things. If a monster runs at you, you're like, "Holy shit, there's a real monster here coming after me." I bet.
Yeah.
Right, and you're running, and you're scared, or you turn around and you start trying to fight. All of these things generate loosh, right?
That's cool. Well,
and so if we become lucid of the situation, the lucid has the same root word as Lucifer, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So if we become aware we're in a dream, then if a monster comes at us, we're not nearly as triggered, right? You still get freaked out or whatever, but you know that this is a dream and that it doesn't really matter if they come and maul you to death or whatever. It ultimately doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah.
You don't get triggered into freaking out and running away or fighting them or anything. Like, you actually will just be more curious and you'll be like, oh, okay, well, what's this thing about, right? Like, and what does this monster represent about my own psyche, that I'm dreaming in? And it changes your whole perspective on it. And that's kind of where I am with the waking life, you could call it, so-called waking life. Is I believe that what we refer to as a waking life is just another level or a different type of dream.
Yeah, exactly. It just
that's scary.
It is scary, and there's a lot of people that aren't awake.
Right. So
aren't awake at all.
Now, one of the interesting things is that in a dream, the more you realize that, the more that you can realize or be aware that you are in a dream and the implications of that. So, I've done a lot of lucid dreaming in my life, and I would sometimes have a very high level of awareness that I'm in a dream.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily fully understand the implications of that. And so I wouldn't have as much power over the dream as other times later on when I started figuring more things out about it. I know a lot of people, when they first start doing lucid dreaming, they will use it for wish fulfillment, or they'll get in fights with things, or like a monster will come and they'll just completely destroy it or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? You start thinking about, wait a minute, what is the implication of it? if everything I'm experiencing in this dream represents a part of my own psyche, which seems logical because your own mind is generating it, right?
Yeah.
And so it's generating it from something, memories, thoughts, various different scenarios that, you're predicting might occur, and putting them all into different scenarios and pathways to see if you can,
it's almost like saying
or something is what science says. But anyway, so if you start to understand, wait a minute, this is a part of my own psyche. So me just destroying it, what does that symbolize? What does that represent? Thinking about these things. Like, well, wait a minute. Maybe I could learn about it, understand it, figure out if this entity, this dream character, is being malevolent towards the dream character that I'm currently representing or experiencing the dream through. Then that means that there's a part of my psyche that is suppressed, strange from my own sense of who I am, and it's flashing out because it wants attention, it wants integration, right? It wants representation. And so you try and figure out, you can have a conversation with it, you can have an interaction with that dream character, and you can uncover something about yourself that you had been suppressing, perhaps. A shadow.
It's like telling a person to view the world and take the physicality out of it. Think beyond the physical sort of aspect of your life, and think about or try to envision what is left without the physicality of it. And it's stuff like that is sort of, things that you learn. And when you're saying like the awareness, when you're, in a dream state, are we actually aware of being in a dream state now? Are we actually in a dream state? Are we actually awake? Yeah, we are awake. We're awake in our dream state.
Right. And the thing is, when you've had enough lucid dreams, you start to realize that the part of your mind that's generating the dreaming experience is the same part of the mind that's generating the waking experience. Just using a different set of input to base it off of. Like, we're not experiencing reality directly right now. We're experiencing an internally generated symbolic representation presented to our consciousness in the form of a fully immersive experience. But there's no red in reality, Everything has meaning in the context of an observer, an experiencer, right? It's a meaningful pattern that we have identified that is meaningful to us in our own survival, right?
Yeah.
It's a concept. Red is a concept. It doesn't exist in reality other than in our consciousness, right? So that's the other thing. So the reason why you believe that a dream is real when you're in it, generally, is because it's the same function of the mind that's generating that dreaming experience as the function of the mind that also generates the waking experience. It's just in the waking experience you're getting an input of data that's coming from what we refer to within the waking experience as our physical sense organs, right? And that's those physical sense organs that we're referring to are part of the simulation, are part of the dream that we call the waking experience. So it's just what we refer to that data source. We don't really know what it is.
Explain the experience.
Right. So we could be a brain in a vat.
Yeah.
Like the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
They're not getting their data through physical sense organs. But in the simulation, it appears that they are, right? Just like in a dream.
Yeah.
When you're asleep and having the dreaming experience, or the asleep dreaming experience, you will touch something and you'll feel it in the dream. Or you'll look at something and you'll think that light is getting into your eye.
Yeah.
Right? But is light getting into your eye? And is it being processed in your brain? No, it's just being generated.
It's just being generated, yeah.
Mind, right? There's no eye. That eyeball is part of the dream itself, just like right now. Right now, when we're awake, it's the same thing. That's not an eyeball.
Wait a sec, let me just check. Yeah, exactly.
That light goes into that's how we experience it.
Yeah.
The experience that's being generated internally. Just like in a dream, right?
Yeah.
So science makes sense, and there's a lot more persistent waking experience than in the dreaming experience. And so there are different kind of ways that we can work with that. But we still are thinking of, like, if you're in a dream, right, and you cut open your head, or there's a brain there, right, and you start fiddling with it, and you might even experience a change in your perception within the dream, right? But is that data really being processed through that brain that you're fiddling with in your head? Or is it being generated on a higher dimension? Right?
Yeah.
It is. When you wake up, you realize, oh yeah, there was no brain there that was being fiddled with. It was all being generated by my physical brain here in the waking world, right? Or so we think at the time, right? I think that's a misnomer as well. I think there's some sort of mind on a higher dimension that's generating these experiences that we're having here, which we perceive as being data coming in from our sense organs, right? But that is part of that simulation. The sense organs, the physical, all that physical stuff, it's a simulation.
see, this is why we want you back on for a full show. See, this is great. I love this. I absolutely love this, because this makes you think. This makes you think, because a lot of people wouldn't even think, or even comprehend what exactly is going on. And I mean, this is great. I love this. And you know what? I think we need to do this on Sunday night. I'd love to talk about this.
Dreams. That's
dreams. Everything connected to it. That's cool. I love it.
H.P. Lovecraft. Bring it back to that. He had within his mythos, he talked about the same thing. He says that. So one of the things that H.P. Lovecraft does is he provides us with certain metaphors that we can use to discuss. Like some of these concepts. So he has this god that he refers to as Azathoth.
As a thought?
Yeah.
And it's the god that's dreaming our waking experience.
Mm-hmm. We are basically a construct of his dreaming.
We are the characters within the dream that Azathoth is having. And the thing is that he's referred to as a blind idiot god.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, that I believe, is because, do you consciously generate your dream when you go to sleep and dream?
No.
Half the time, or more than half the time,
you don't even realize that it is a dream, right?
Yeah.
You dream it, and the dream arises. You don't consciously craft that, right? And half the time you're not even aware that it's a dream, right?
Yeah.
Thing on a higher level, right? So, I feel like us becoming aware of the waking dream, us becoming aware of that is bringing lucidity to as a thought, in a sense, to use that technology. Now, there's another character that is interesting within the Cthulhu mythos, and that would be Nylar.
Nyarlathotep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
He's like the
believe,
gatekeeper.
A lucid character within Azathoth's dream, like really high level of lucidity. So that's a character within Azathoth's dream that has come to a really high level of realization that it's a dream within Azathoth's dream. And like yourself, when you are in a lucid dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
You become godlike, right? You can do all kinds of things that would normally you just seconds before you became lucid. Like, let's say the dream started out non-lucid, right?
Yeah.
You became lucid within the dream. Suddenly, all kinds of things become possible that just 5 seconds ago you thought were literally impossible. Now they're possible, easy even. You
Yeah.
can fly. Just start flying if you want, right?
Yeah.
If you attain lucidity within a dream.
So Jamie's asking, what do dreams mean then?
The dream is the symbolic representation of meaningful patterns in a data set that are processing, that we are receiving. So there's two main channels, you could say, almost like a radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is what we've been referring to during this conversation as the waking experience.
Yeah.
That is a channel that we refer to or we perceive as being a data set coming in from our physical sense organ. And the other channel is the astral or the dream, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is when the experience is a symbolic representation of meaningful patterns found within presumably internal non-physical data. So memories, according to science, random firings within the brain, random firings within it's maybe a signal from some other place.
You've got a storm going on there.
Yeah, so that could actually be like a receiver receiving a signal from another dimension, you could say.
Interesting, yeah, another dimension, yeah.
And so that we're processing that data, and when our brain finds meaningful patterns within that data, it generates a symbolic representation of it and presents it to the conscious mind as an experience. And that's the same whether it's from the physical data stream or the astral data stream. And you can even tune your radio halfway between the two. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
Yeah. You haven't, Alex? I thought you said you did.
Have you ever
Not
had
sleep paralysis, not me.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of old hag?
Old hag, yeah, they all, yeah.
So that's basically when you kind of wake up, but you're still kind of half in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be able to, perceive things with your physical sense organs that are coming from the waking experience. But also, there's something else there too that you're experiencing. Part of the astral signal is bleeding in as well, like a crosstalk. And see a figure sitting on the edge of your bed or on your chest.
Yeah.
And that's old hag. And that's one of those in between liminal states, or a bardo, right? Between the two tones.
Oh, that is cool. Well, you know what? I'm going to what's the best way to your email? Best way, or what's the best way to get in contact with you just to make sure Sunday's good?
Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could send you a message on Twitter.
You're gonna have to do that because I just deleted my accounts.
Oh, did you get rid of your accounts on Twitter?
Yeah, I never use it anyway.
I do, and I don't. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message on Twitter, Jeremy, and we'll get it all hooked up, and you just let me know if you're good to go for Sunday then.
Cool.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for letting me jump on.
Oh, for sure.
Awesome, Jeremy. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, take care.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
Good
take
night.
care, everyone. Yeah, we're gonna cut this. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.